going on, guys? KamikazeKid here, and I've finally reached 400 subscribers. A big thank you to everybody who has given the channel its chance over the last 2 years. It really means a lot. Regardless of the size of the channel, I still get a nice amount of people watching on a daily basis, and even when I go a week without uploading and off the rails with shit, everybody still gives me time of day and asks, you know, when you uploading again, and they're concerned, and I thank you all for being there for me when the times are tough with this, because YouTube is definitely oversaturated now in terms of amount of people on it, and a lot of content can be similar, so it's hard to stay interesting with a channel. So you got to think outside the box and different things to do, which is why a lot of the time gaming videos can get a bit dull, and you know, I'm trying to think of different ways of changing it up, which is why at the start of last year, all the way through, I was thinking of different games to play, but not only that, I was suggesting I do different things in the channel. You know, I was bringing back Musical Mondays because it's just different. It's a combination of stuff. In case you get bored of one thing, there's something else there for you. Vlogs are something people always wanted to see, just to kind of in terms of topics and shit. But I'm not really great at talking about a topic like the Philip DeFranco show, etc. Like with background images and that's just not me. Like I don't talk about news, so it's mainly games and music. Like, it's like take it or leave it. I did say I wanted to do magic on the channel, but the problem with that is I really wanted to reveal how things are done when I do that shit, and I could do tricks, but you know, people will get pissed off if I'm all like, and this is how you do it, because magic has its own like law, like, you know, someone owns the rights to certain tricks. If I reveal it, then you know I'm bad, and if I don't reveal it, people are going to get pissed off. A lot of people will start thinking I'm a magic channel and subscribe and then unsubscribe because I'm not, so I probably shouldn't do that. I will continue doing the games though, obviously, and music here and there. Thing is with the music though, I'm running out of things to cover, but I'm sure I'll get around to more soon enough. However, I was thinking of introducing new people on the channel, and what I mean by that is, for Musical Mondays, I might actually introduce people I know who are actually good at singing or whatever, and I'll just record their take of a song and introduce them as a guest on the channel, and that way it helps promote other people, and it gets me to work a lot better with my camera. See, this camera, it's actually amazing for recording. It's like a Canon DSLR. The problem with it is, if I'm recording myself when I'm doing a Musical Monday and I have it like out of frame or whatever here, I'd have to have it really far back, for one, and for two, it won't actually autofocus properly. It's really hard to get it to focus on me on my own, so it's a lot of time consumption just setting up the stuff. Plus, like, there's only like 2 hours in the day where people are not in my house, and I have very limited time to do the setup, so it's hard, like, especially when a lot of the time goes into trying to stay in key for songs, because let's face it, I'm not really a singer. I just take the piss. I try, you know, it's something. I am working on music. It's hard to learn to sing because it's one of them things that takes years. It's like probably 20 plus years some people learn to sing and some still can't. So I'm a big believer in teaching yourself and in life. So it's something I want to be able to say about Musical Mondays, that I started pretty shit, and in about anywhere from the next 2 to 10 years from now, be able to say, you know, he's gotten better. But what I do enjoy with the Musical Mondays, I don't know about you, is obviously if I do a shit cover, it's funny anyway. But I do enjoy like attempting songs, testing myself, listening back, and then being my own judge and listening to people judge me. Another thing I enjoy is getting to test different camera angles and change up the camera, like, you know, adding gradients, colors, color curves, levels, changing all that stuff. Kind of just videography. I love editing videos and changing up atmosphere in a video and adding emotion and stuff, and the text, and testing different stuff, because this is all new to me and it's stuff I actually really like, and I feel very creative doing it. It's like a new art that I really get to express myself properly, and I really enjoy doing it. I actually really enjoy doing it. It's a shame it's not something I can do as a profession at the moment, or rather even like find a field of work that would accept YouTube and what I've done on YouTube as a form of to get employed in. It's just the way things go though. There's a lot of people that are in this professional industry that have done years of practice with it. I'll treat it as a hobby for now and see where it takes me. I mean, this YouTube journey is simply a hobby. You know, I have to treat it as that. It's a hobby I put a lot of work into. It's a hobby that I'm trying to still now do one video a day, and that is tough. Just last night when I was recording this, I had 2 videos rendering overnight, and it took them 2 videos from 3 a.m. in the morning from when I went to bed editing them till about 9 or 10 a.m. this morning when I woke up and they were still rendering. So, you know, doing 1080p 60 FPS, and I'm still trying to do it every day for you. It's hard. My computer is getting older and it's not the same anymore. So if you're new, please do give me a chance. If you're enjoying the videos, then stick around. That's all. I wouldn't ask anyone to subscribe at this stage. I mean, it's self-explanatory. YouTube, you know, people subscribe when they want. You know, there's a lot of people I still watch that I probably haven't subscribed to. It's not really a big deal, I don't think. But everything is free. Liking and subscribing is free. So there's that, you know. Plus it will help me kind of eventually, like the sooner people subscribe and like stuff means the more viewers I have, the more I can eventually do this for a living. So I would love for that to become a thing. It would just mean that I'd eventually do 2 videos a day, because ideally I'd want to be doing 2 videos a day. I tried that ages ago and it just didn't really work too well. I was, you know, in a rut with this, trying to do 2 videos a day at one stage, and just, you know, I don't have the time for it at the moment, because as I said, you know, I gotta work, I got people in my life that I have to kind of keep face with, and it's hard. But if this was my job, it'd be a completely different story, because I'd be going to work. This would be my life. I probably wouldn't even have breaks, because when you are invested as much into this as a hobby, if it becomes a full-time thing, it's just the perfect lifestyle, the perfect way of doing everything. But everyone's thinking, since January has passed, the whole New Year's resolution thing with YouTube, a lot of people do that. I don't know if I say I should do that, or if that's a thing to say, because I always make these assumptions that I'm going to do a lot of shit and then I don't do fuck all. But do mark my words, I am trying my best now to keep to the schedule I should have always done, which is 1 video a day. And mostly it's just going to be gameplay, it's going to be cool indie games, it's going to be occasional collabs with Bake Sale Boys, Chawesy, Roz and Zodiak when he's on. You know, like the usual people I record with, the usual stuff to expect from the channel. You know, games that you wouldn't have heard of ever that are from the little guy, and give them the spotlight, you know. Every day, like the occasional musical Monday. I got an Elgato capture card, which is pretty cool. That's it there, really. But it's like it has a HDMI port, and all I do is really I plug it in the back of my PS4 and connect the other HDMI to the TV. It'll send the signal through all the way to my computer via USB, and I can pretty much record PlayStation footage, which is amazing, because up till now all I could do was emulate PlayStation footage all the way from the PS2. Like, you know, back in the day when I did the Metal Gear Solid playthrough, I did that through the emulator. But it'd be cool to be able to get like crisp, clear footage through this. That's pretty much what I've been doing with the UFC videos. If you haven't seen them yet, I kind of do a commentary thing where same with the wrestling videos, which I will be doing, I eliminate the in-game commentary and I just commentate over myself and make created wrestlers and fighters and, you know, give them backgrounds. It's pretty interesting. I do plan on doing that as well. I continue with it. The thing is, I find that I'm pumping out like 30-40 minute videos of it, and it's probably not as interesting because they're too long. So what I might do is cut it down to matches, and doing matches, like single matches that could be like 10 minutes long or whatever. It'd be more enjoyable, quicker to do. Might do online competitive, see what people think about that. So there's a lot to consider, a lot of stuff I can do on the channel still. You know, it'd be limited success if it wasn't for you guys. So far where I'm at is almost at the half milestone of 1k. And the thing is, once you reach the 1k range, you're kind of more noticed as a YouTuber. You know, people see me as this little guy that's not important, and a lot of the time I'll just get comments from people saying, hi, blah blah blah, sub for sub, and you know, you can do this shout out series and get 1 billion subs, and I'm like, this, you know, all this fake stuff. But here I am bubbling about myself, and there's so many other YouTubers that are great. There is actually so many great YouTubers like online. It's an amazing platform. It really shows the me side of things, you know, and the you side of things, because I'd also be talking to my fellow YouTubers, and a lot of yous are absolutely amazing at what you do, and yous have created for user channels. I'm really happy this is an existing platform that we can all kind of share shit on. The problem I think is that because there's so many people, it's always hard to, you know, keep close to people, you know, because you have a small circle and then you have your outer circle kind of thing with YouTube, and sometimes people don't even have that. I will say that I do apologise to anyone that I haven't kept in contact with over, you know, the last while, but I have actually been so bloody busy. Like, if I'm not uploading, I'm out, I'm not doing anything, you know. And if I was lucky to have time to upload, you know, it's only to play that game I'm recording. There's very little time now for the fun that I used to have, because I'm getting older and I have to consider really buckling down on working at this, because to make this a reality, you gotta put 100% in. It's not about whining and saying I don't have enough subs, blah blah blah. That's irrelevant. It's about focusing and doing the hard work, and you doing that hard work gets you to the place you want to be. It's not about look around like that. It's actually hard work pays off, and I'm a firm believer in that, and it's why I want to get back to what I was doing. Just like when I first did this channel and it was one video a day. So my idea is to pump them out, do it, and if I got really ahead of myself, I could do them 2 videos a day, and that'd be amazing. And I wanted to be quality content, so I'll really try my best to make everything I do quality, because, you know, as I said, 1080p 60 FPS for a small YouTuber is pretty good, you know, especially if it's that consistent. So hopefully you can forgive me for last year and the on and off one a week thing, and now we're back to the one a day. I pray if I kept it up, you know, well done me. But yeah, there's a lot of other new games coming out this year that I've seen and I want to do. Outlast 2 will be out, I think. Yeah, so I definitely want to do that. I know there was a series that I said I'd continue that I haven't yet. I still plan to get to them, and I do really apologise, because, you know, a part of me is scared to continue these because people are going to be like, why the hell is he going back to that? I guess you could say the reason I'm going back to the old videos that I've not done in ages is because have them as incomplete series, and it's important to have kind of synergy with the channel and be able to complete stuff and not just start stuff and then keep you tempted and be like, he's never going to complete any game. But if you want to see anything specific on the channel, you know, just comment below. Like, I don't mind doing it if people want to see it. A lot of the time it's kind of hard to decide what to do, because if I'm in 100% control of everything and saying that you will probably like this, you probably won't, because, you know, we are completely different people, you and me, and you're probably different from the person that also watches, you know. But there's a lot of different people with a variety of things that they like. So, you know, just let me know and I'll do it. Like, want to see some magic? Some fucking, you know, spin a card. Like, I could do magic. I could, like, do like the fan yokes or the you know, that shit. Like, I can do basic magic, but, like, you know, yeah, I probably shouldn't do magic. Completely irrelevant. But if you want to see something specific, just let me know. Especially games. If you want to see a certain game on the channel, just let me know. Lastly, I want to thank everyone who's been there over the years, and people who are new to the channel, and people who are giving me that chance, because it's hard doing something that people are skeptical of, you know, especially when a lot of people are aware how hard it is to do this on YouTube now with everybody doing it. So I thank everyone who's given me the opportunity and believes in me, because it's helped me continue this and not want to fucking, you know, stop. I just, you know, I guess regardless of anyone believing me or not, I'll still continue this because it just feels right, like creativity wise, as I said, because it's an outlet and it's just something that helps me kind of keep sane. So I'll definitely continue this, especially this year. Let's see where we can get to. If I were to set a goal, as I said, I don't really set goals, but I guess that's just something just as a leeway thing to see if people react. But I guess what I'm more so going for is, let's see if I can grow and get more quality content and people interested in the channel. And, you know, it's all I ever want, you know. No, but seriously, everyone, guys, thanks for being there for me when I needed you, and hopefully I can be there for you now for 2017 and make some hilarious videos. But anyways, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, you know what you have to do. Like, subscribe, join the Kamikaze tribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Hers was all shit today.